So, how do you handle losing weight, getting into shape, and losing friendships at the same time? How do you handle those two things? What exactly do you do, or is there something that you can actually do to salvage or to save your relationships or your friendships with your friends? You see, the thing is that, because I'm speaking to women, when women lose weight, we have this air of confidence in us, and we just, we feel like we've leveled up. We take ourselves to a brand new level, and we feel good about ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. You should actually feel proud of yourself that you've lost weight. You're now looking good. Your clothes fit better. You're physically, you just feel so much better. You can sleep better and stuff like that. But the thing is, we cannot also at the same time overlook that when we're leveling up in terms of weight loss, that the relationships we're in or the friendships that we're in, we have to actually take a second look at those friendships. There's so many things that happen when women lose weight, especially if a woman is in a heterosexual relationship, or if she's married. We're not even going to talk about that. That should be a topic for another day. The topic of today would be losing your best friend's friendship after you lost weight. Now, this topic came to me from one of my subscribers, because I've been on this is part 4 of my Slim series. I've been doing a Slim series for the past 2 weeks because I truly believe that there are issues, real everyday issues, that we can discuss so we can figure out how to handle them, how to tackle them, and how to smooth them out so that we don't lose friendships or relationships because we lost weight. Those two do not have to happen, but sometimes, hey, because we live on planet Earth, so many things happen that probably, take us off guard and stuff. I don't think there's an easy way to resolve these type of issues, but I will give you my perspective and a little bit of my own insight as to what you could possibly do on your end. Okay. But before I go any further, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my content. Click on the notification bell so that every time I drop a new video, you get notified. I'm always bringing these type of interesting topics so that we can spread the word out there and people can now begin to discuss. We can't just always have problems with no solutions now. We need to discuss the problems so that we can come up with solutions that will work to resolve some of these problems that we're having. Okay. So here's the thing. I think the first thing to note is we're all human beings and we're all doing the best we can on planet Earth with whatever knowledge that we have. Some people are doing better and some people not so much. But what can you do on your end? Let's just say you're the one that lost the weight. What can you possibly do? Almost nothing, really. You cannot do anything to that person to change that person's mind. Yes, it hurts, but we can only change how we feel, right? And we can only manipulate our own selves, whatever it is that we're thinking, whatever it is that we're doing, and whatever it is that we're saying to the other person. We only have control of our own selves. We don't have control over other people. So first of all, just let it go. You don't know what people are going through in their minds, and people don't know what you're going through in your mind as well. Weight loss, for the most part, is supposed to be a wonderful thing, a good thing, something to celebrate. But unfortunately, some people might not see it that way. Maybe your best friend of 20 years might see it that I've lost my best. Yes, she lost all this weight. She looks good. And now I've lost my best friend. Or my best friend has changed. She no longer wants to be friends with me now that she's lost all this weight. So the person on the other end can be looking at your good weight loss as something negative for them. There's nothing you can do about that. You cannot change the way people think about you. You cannot change the way people feel about you. You can only look inside of yourself and see, and just try to reflect and see, is there something within you that you're doing that's repelling the other person? Because honestly, there's a thin line between, losing weight and feeling confident, and losing weight and being arrogant and obnoxious towards people. There's just a fine line, and you can easily cross that line. So yes, while you have to just let people be and let people feel the way they want to feel about your weight loss, and if people want to walk away from your life, oh well, let them walk away. Make sure that before you have that attitude or that mindset, that you first of all check yourself, check within yourself and see, hey, is there something that I'm doing that I could probably tweak and make a little bit better to save my friendship? Because especially if it's a long-term friendship, you don't want to lose that because you lost weight. Losing weight is a very sensitive topic. It's because it's very personal, and it puts you in a vulnerable state. So a lot of people are very, I don't know if I should say iffy, or a lot of people are just very sensitive around the whole topic of losing weight and getting into shape. Some people may see it as, oh, now that my friend has lost weight and gotten into shape, I can't measure up to that. Maybe your friend might want the weight loss for herself as well, but she probably feels like she can't level up, the way you leveled up, or maybe she doesn't have what it takes to get to where you are, or to get her own weight loss and her own body shaped nice and contoured nicely. So she feels left out, and she feels now this inferiority complex begins to creep in. It could be that too, but what can you do about that? Very little. You can do very little about that, honestly, because people are going to feel the way you feel, no matter what it is you do. You gain weight, people are going to feel some type of way. You lose weight, people are going to feel some type of way. So at the end of the day, you have to do the best thing for you, for your own body, for your own health, because weight loss is not just to look good and feel good. Weight loss is also for your medical health, for your own vitality, to improve that. So some people are going to come along with you, cheer you on, and some people are just not. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to check within yourself and to make sure that you're not the one causing that friendship to break, because now you feel now that you've lost weight and you're all that and then some, and nobody can talk to you any kind of way, and people, put a little respect on what I just did and all that kind of stuff. You have to make sure that you're not the arrogant one. You have to make sure that you're not coming off as, high and mighty, or as this obnoxious person, and now nobody can really relate to you because you just feel that you're above everybody else. You have to make sure that, you're not the one doing those things or feeling that way and repelling the people that are very close to you. So these are things that I thought, let me answer this one comment that came into my comment section in one of my Slim series. This lady was asking, she said, what do you do when you lose weight and you lose your best friend of 20 years? I'm like, so she wanted me to do a video on this. I'm like, okay, fine, I will do a video on this, but what can you really do? If it's a 20-year relationship, a long-term relationship like that, and, now that you lost weight, got into shape, and you're no longer friends with that person, or you feel like that person doesn't want to be friends with you anymore because of your weight loss, maybe you can sit down, if your friend is willing to sit down with you and have a conversation. It's better to do a sit down, like a face-to-face conversation, than to do one of those things over the phone, because this is a very sensitive topic now, and you don't want the phone to be like a barrier of, because sometimes if phone conversations will not be able to get the true emotions out, and people may mistaken what you're saying for something else. So it's better to have that face-to-face sit down so people can read your body language and see, and just get a real feel of what you're saying, so that there's less room for misinterpretation of what you're trying to say. So I think that that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to touch on regarding this subject. You have to make sure that within you, you're not the one causing the problem to begin with, the problem of that relationship being falling apart. You have to make sure within yourself, and humble yourself, because weight loss can make you feel high and mighty. It just is what it is. You have to now be the one to humble yourself. You have to bring that humility factor into your weight loss journey and keep yourself humbled, and also check with yourself to make sure that you're not inflating your own ego, and that you are not feeling superior to your friends. You have to remember that when you're losing weight, you have friendships to nurture as well. Make sure that you are nurturing your friendships as you are losing weight. That's very important. Otherwise, some people are going to feel some type of way, and they're not going to want to relate to you because you've become this unrelatable person. Make sure it's not coming from your end as you are losing weight. And then also you have to consider that everyone on planet Earth is doing the best they can with the knowledge that they have. And sometimes you just got to let people be. If people want to walk away, let them be. It's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. But what can you do? And the last thing is, sometimes it's actually better to have a one-on-one, face-to-face sit down so you and your friend can discuss, hey, what's going on? I really value our relationship and I'm not sure what happened. Please talk to me. Let's discuss. Let's figure out if we can salvage this friendship, that type of thing. All right. I really appreciate the comments I'm getting on my Slim series. I think that the Slim series is important for us Black women, especially this time of the year, because we're at the end of October and all the holidays are rushing in. Halloween is next week. Before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then it's going to be Christmas and New Year's back to back. So there's a lot of cooking, a lot of eating, and a lot of eating and a lot of cooking, right? They're all happening at the same time. And what's the long-term effect of that? Weight gain. And if you're a woman over 40, gaining weight, if you're a woman over 40, I'm sorry, it's just going to take you a lot longer to lose the weight and get into shape. And who wants that? Nobody wants that, honestly. You want to lose the weight and keep it off. Isn't that what the goal is, to lose the weight and keep it off? So please comment, because honestly, I read almost all my comments. I really do. And I do the best I can to respond to my comments. And the ones that I respond to are definitely the ones that hold on. The ones that definitely talk about, sorry, I just had a call coming in. The comments that are giving me video suggestions on what to talk about, I honor those. So if you have something that you want me to talk about in terms of marriage, long-term relationships, and weight loss, those are the topics that I cover on my channel, then just let me know in the comment section, and I definitely will respond to you, and I will most likely be making a video based off of your requests. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.